some decent damage being done to GH bottom. Not too shabby.
Yeah, he's got a lot to work with though. Still got the stout shield, and Mind Control's got the Ring of Basilius up and running already.
I think this is a good start, Liquid, as far as the lane placement goes, though. I think they wanted to avoid Nature's Prophet against Tide, and it was a bit of a rock, paper, scissors thing.
My god, GH is really not giving up on FY. Trying to beat the crap out of him underneath the tower. One quick first fight, and at least GH under the tower. He's not going to go into the tier 2, however.
It's been picked, we're being told.
Okay. We have an arrow.
It has been picked. Maybe once then.
God, FY, don't be down that far. The Spike again trying to create a little bit of extra space, but GH's movement speed has to be fast. Perfect hit, perfect block, and that's first blood going the way of GH, and Army even being body blocked up by these trees. This is why you love watching Mind Control of Nature's Prophet. He makes life so hard, while Charles will go down to Miracle. Up on the top, another Spike, GH a little too deep underneath the tower. He'll die at the tier 2. And FY would like to go for a little bit more, getting into Mind Control. He'll need his Spike back in order to get this kill, but he's got full mana, and that's going to be Hex as well as Spike. But Mind Control, enough life, enough armor. He backs up. I mean, it's just being forced out. And this is exactly what they wanted, though. Fortification being burnt. Kuro will just keep like level 2 Nether blasting out, while up on top lane, goodbye Chalice. The jump in the back line, X Nova will be able to get disruption off, dividing with the cooldown. Somnus has arrived. Miracle's actually, sorry. Yeah, that TP out will not happen in time.
The Gyro doesn't have TP to defend since he's top. Speaking of top, by the way, oh, he mistimed it just barely. The homing missile hit during the disruption for just a moment. I can't get the kill. That would have
now Mind Control is going to arrive. Somnus, the ET Stomp's going to put him to sleep. He's instantly woken up again as the cooldown creates some level of space. Extra FY, he's going to arrive with a follow-up Earth Spike. Miracle will go down. X-Nova will lose his life for this too. FY drains GH dry. The attention definitely moved up towards top lane as Mind Control's arrived.
Maybe very situationally. I mean, the cooldown reduction is really important.
We're about to have a big fight up on top. The wraparound from Somnus as well as X Nova. Put their Observer Wards down, and now Drow Ranger into the call down with a Birch. Weehow won't be able to walk away from this one. He tried to TP, but that won't work either. With the flank cannon damage, GH and Mind Control back under the tier 1 tower. They are in relative safety, but Kuro's caught on the wrong side of the tracks, running away through that dire Observer Ward. But X Nova and FY can't close the distance. Meanwhile, Mind Control and Miracle make the most of that on bottom lane. They're pushing the tier 2 tower. Song of the Siren's already been burnt from Arme and allowed him to escape back out. So he can't just instantly attack in, but FY earns some side push with Magical. Army's working towards having a Manta style. As we get our Hex off, it's going to be Ember Spirit, very much caught out. FY, he could have actually committed the Finger of Death. Remember, that gives that plus 40 buff.
I think the cooldown's more important. Control more of the map than 50%. LGD is doing fine.
Renovator's going to work right on top of FY with the ET Stomp. Charles is thinking about jumping forward, and he'll think twice about it.
Also, with that DD, they might Control
jumping himself forward, ensnared up. Chalice still has that Blink Ravage available. Mind Control's low. X Nova starts creating a couple of copies, but where's the extra help? Now the Blink Ravage comes in right on top of Mind Control. Enough damage, it should be. He's actually hiding inside the Sprout, beginning his TP out. The Anchor Smash won't be enough damage. Mind Control will get away to safety. But the ET Splitter, how much have they got? Arme just wants to reset things up for a second. And he'll TP away to safety, but the Rod of Atos! He cancels it! Kuro kept the range! Arme will die, and Miracle will claim his second kill for that fight. Oh, Kuro just knew exactly where to be. Right place, right spot. And they'll go in for Roshan. Ravage is down, they feel confident. No Song of the Siren either. But LGD, they want to contest. In they jump, hit the Anchor Smash. Somnus, what have they really got? The cooldown will begin with the Rod of Atos once again, controlling up Somnus. The homing missile goes towards Weehow, but Chalice, defensive disruption. X Nova trapped inside the Sprout. They've got a little bit more damage, not just a little bit, a hell of a lot more. Miracle jumps in for the double searing chains. A double stun will be nice, but he's still burning in the flame gun. Miracle, even while napping, is able to kill LGD.
Oh, that's so much more than what Liquid came for. They not only get the Roche, they get 3 extra kills, and I don't, you know, it's always easy to say afterwards, like if you're in that position, you want to try to defend the Roche, but if that call down completely whiffs, I think.
But normally you use this Aegis on a Drow Ranger to go for the tier 2 towers. You just clear them out, and yeah, Tide caught out, no Ravage available. Somnus goes in for the call down, Ember Spirit with the Finger of Death, FY, plus 40. Somnus flat cannoning out, but Kuro giving the extra life towards Weehan so he can stand his ground, but that's the BKB of Somnus, the full 10-second one burn. And now the homing missiles also chasing Weeha. They want more. FY's coming in too. He can get the follow-up chain stun with the Observer Ward and Sentry. They see a hell of a lot of information too. X-Nova, what's he got? That nice extra cast range with the Force Staff. It pulls Weeha a little bit further away for a 3-man Gust, but instead, right on top of Pugna, Chalice wants to help out as well. They still want the kill on Weeha. These homing missiles, they just never stop. Kuro will finally go down to the gyrocopter, and they break the Aegis Immortal. But how much more does LGD have? Arme's waiting on the hillside. Weeha, he's just going to actually BKB and TP away under the cover of his ET splitter. So many huge abilities being burnt by Team Liquid just to run away from LGD.
Yeah, but bank on a big mistake from LGD.
That's interesting. TP. Kuro just went right underneath the Observer and Sentry. Figure of Death comes out. Kuro's instantly exploded.
What was the plan there?
He must have thought they didn't have any kind of extra information, but that Observer Ward saw everything. Charles is going to go down. Weeha's damage output is huge. Is he going to ravage? Weeha's still BKB'd. He didn't want to burn it. Sometimes will burn his BKB and TP out.
Okay, that was the plan.
That was the. Is it?
I don't know.
Explain said plan.
Sometimes you do bait a hero to set up a fight. It looked like he came in too early, but it still worked out in the end. I thought he was a little bit too quick on the trigger there, but you know, they got the trade-off. They got it.
Anymore.
No, that was very weird.
You actually have a small moment as Naga gets initiated, almost the other way around. Chalice, no Ravage to work with, but it won't matter. Weeha up way too far. Miracle thought he had his target, but X-Nova, defensive disruption. Now finally Miracle will be able to get it off. The Sleight of Fist wears off with a Searing Chains. He's able just to spirit himself away, but Kuro won't be so lucky. Somnus wrapped around the northern side and gets the cleanup pick, and this is a big time. Roshan will spawn up in 36 seconds. So we have to watch the Roshan pit, because that's exactly what LGD want. They do not allow a second, so where is this Ravage?
That makes him a really big kill now, because he has a lot of damage output and he also has no buyback. LGD don't know that, of course, but oh, the smoke's gonna break.
Miracle with the double damage room. Look how much damage instantly just goes into X-Nova. They have the control over on Pugna, able to find that kill. FY almost killed himself with it, but Miracle will finish the job. The buyback's coming in, SD and Pugna. Miracle's BKB's wearing off, but he's still got the DD rune. And look at what Prophet does. Instantly down, picking up the bounty runes, back into the money, back into the farm. They know LGD can't claim an objective.
This is how it often goes when it's not your own Force Staff. I think that was Chalice's Force Staff, but FY didn't have time to turn correctly.
Anything to make sure you've got more problems.
Yep.
Somnus, underneath the Radiant Observer Ward's gonna be careful. We able to get the silence, but the hacks on Natus Prophet, the Finger of Death, instantly dead from mind control. Again, one of these TPs where you don't BKB. And LGD punish hard, and the Song of the Siren may allow LGD to punish even harder. Chalice, he's ready for the Ravage, combining with a call down. Kuro, they want to knock him down. Chalice actually holds off on the Ravage, and Weeha will just BKB back out of this one. And maybe with Chalice being forced up down, he can finally kill off with the Ravage. GH, he clips the back of Dro Ranger, but he has no more of a team. Miracle will come in to finish the job. Chalice is down.
He lost a gem.
And they do lose the gem. 4 heroes down, and they'll probably lose Roshan. It's exactly where Mind Control is headed right now.
And he wants to wait them out. But at the same time, his entire team is hard committed into that song. So maybe you're better off ravaging and killing off supports in that Ravage, and then hoping you can outlast the cores.
Chalice and Somnus. Miracle's coming up behind them with the double damage room. Quick blink away from Chalice and then walk straight back over to him. That's the play. As Miracle, he'll spirit straight past him with Mind Control. He's joined the fight as the Hex is out, combining with a Ravage. Goodbye, Miracle. Goodbye, Mind Control. The Aegis Immortal will pop. The rest of Liquid was thinking of coming over, but they're going to leave him for dead. A perfect timing for some from FY, and that is a dead Mind Control.
I don't think Miracle accounted for the Hex on Naga. I'm not even sure he knew it was in play.
That was the first reveal of the Hex.
Yeah, when he was defending against Split Push top, didn't he have it yet? Maybe they didn't click him. So he TP'd back to defend against Nature's Prophet, which in itself is funny that Naga TP's back to defend against Split.
Song of the Siren, she's going to run hard. They find the Nether Ward over in the tree line. The Crepify will make it a little longer before they can kill it.
I think sacrificing his later match is the right call.
Yeah, you have to. At least the tier 2 towers are set up. They're up there. You're not going to have the push come in. If they want to force the issue, GH will be happy to hit him with a phone book.
Maybe it was a pub.
Kuro's coming out. He really wants that rune. The Hex comes in from the real army. Oh, no protection. Kuro. He has the Aeon Disc, and FY wasn't really ready for it. He'll end up going down. Song of the Siren didn't protect anything. Arme just wants to walk it off, but Mind Control, as well as Miracle, they want to try and fight.
Nice disc reveal. That's super good value. He blocked a finger with it and got a kill on the line. Very nice.
Continues to burn. The BKB charges as Gyrocopter coming in very, very close. Spirit's going to get the Searing Chainsaw. Draw Ranger, Somnus just BKBs up. Mind Control, hello! He just jumped in, he's sprouted, but he's actually locked inside the Roshan pit with Somnus. The Finger of Death to give the extra damage. Mind Control's down.
What?
And Roshan is up. Good question, good question. What the hell indeed?
This guy has no chill, man.
It's true. Now they find Miracle with a Ravage. Chalice hits so hard, Miracle's down with no buyback available, and Arme's in the back lines. They're catching out all these cores. Weeha, he has to BKB and tries to push him back over. Somnus will walk back in again. You got 3 LGD players licking their wounds in the back lines, but it won't matter when you've got the tanky immortal Arme on the front lines, killing up Weeha. Consume the cheese all you want, take away the rest of your life into the follow-up stun. One after one after one. Team Liquid, they fall down. The struts are out of this house. A triple kill, an ultra kill for Somnus. They'll go back, they'll finish Roshan, they'll take the Refresher Shard, they'll take the top towers, the bottom, all the top towers. They'll probably even take the game.
All the bottom towers.
All
the refresher orbs. Didn't do it there. They left the Shadow Demon with the creep wave to hit the range tracks instead of staying there with all heroes to make it as fast as possible. So they send the majority of the damage that they need to the mid rack so that they can kill them as fast as possible while top is taken down by just the creep wave and a Shadow Demon.
Up. MKB done. You've even got an Aeon Disc over on the SD, so getting these early pickups is even harder. ET with the Spirit, able to get the stomp off. Gyrocopter caught, 4 heroes retreat. Pick it back, Miracle. Instantly hacked back up, and Finger of Death. He will just explode. They 4-star him out. Kura's giving some life, and Somnus on 160 HP. He's still got the Satanic available. Now he'll trigger it. The SD will disrupt him up. He's actually wasting time with the Gust back. They're going to kill off Somnus as well as the Lion and SD. Team Liquid going to try and take Roshan. Buyback comes in from Gyrocopter. Ravage still available from Charles. He'll jump in. He'll hit the whole kit and caboodle. There's some life. Weeha with the Gust back. He needs to push back still for Koro. And Miracle retreating out through the north. They gave him the life, but look at Naga. She's charging forward. She wants to bring down Weeha. Mind Control is just trying to walk this off. Made the Song of the Siren. It's actually saving his life. Weeha almost killed him. Have they got anything to really get him? At the end of this song, the heart's kicked in. They get the life. The Finger of Death from FY. Puts on the Drow Ranger. Mind Control can TP back home to safety. Ember Spirit can buy back too. But can they defend? LGD can go either back for Roshan. You've got the cooldown talent now for Mind Control. He's going to be everywhere. But he needs to be home. It's in trouble.
I actually can't believe how good that fight was from Liquid, how much they accomplished. He jumped in with a, oh, hang on, Miracle.
Yeah,
He's getting hexed.
Instead, is there a 4-star? Yeah, there is. They'll get him back inside the base. As Gyrocopter's trying to have his own little battle. The tier 4 talents to finally drop down. That's a huge cruise wave. They need to try and fight this one back. Gyrocopter will just BKB, finish off the radiation. Doesn't need to do. GH can't do anything. Fingers down. Mind Control trying to kill off Somnus, but the Satanic gave him all the life to survive this. And there's little to nothing that Miracle can do. Even the Rocket's able to hit. That is GG. LGD. In 46 minutes, playing game 1 of this 2-game series.
Man, that Roche fight was hype, man.